A very cheerful morning to all my dear students. Today let us start a new lesson. Lesson number 9, Disaster Management. Do you know, children, what is a disaster? Any occurrence that causes damage, ecological disruption, loss of human life, deterioration of health and health services on a large scale, sufficient to warrant an extraordinary response from outside the affected community or area, is called as disaster, meaning any damage caused by man-made or natural things to human life and environment is called as disaster. For example, earthquake, volcanoes, etc. What is an earthquake? Sudden vibration on the earth and shaking of the earth's surface or ground is called as earthquake. Let us study in detail about earthquake. What just happened? Did we just experience an earthquake? But why does this happen? And what exactly is the earthquake? Earthquakes are caused by the release of energy that generate waves which travels in all direction, causing the shaking of the earth's surface. What exactly is this energy? What waves? What's shaking of the earth's surface? Let's find out the answers to these questions. Earth is not just one piece. It is made up of jigsaw puzzles of around 19 to 20 pieces, which are called as tectonic plates. These plates are placed on a hot, partially molten layer of Earth's mantle. This is the reason why these pieces are continuously moving. They are also moving as you are watching this video. These plates move around 1 to 10 centimeter each year. But don't worry, not all these movements can be felt by us. Sometimes these movements are extremely strong and can be felt a lot of vibrations under your feet, or it can also destroy an entire city. That's called an earthquake. The earthquake occurs in the lithosphere region of the earth. An earthquake generates underneath the earth, and this releases the energy across the point at which the earthquake occurs under the earth is called as hypocenter. In the exact place above it at the surface of the earth is called as epicenter. The device used that can sense the waves created by the movement of tectonic plates. These waves are known as the seismic waves, and the device is called as seismograph. The earthquake events are scaled according to the magnitude of the shock and are known as the Richter scale. This magnitude relates to the energy released during the earthquake. The Earth's crust is made up of unevenly shaped slabs of rocks called tectonic plates. The energy stored here causes the tectonic plates to move towards, away, or push against each other. With time, the stored energy and the movement of the tectonic plates build up enormous pressure within the region between the two plates. This intense pressure causes the fault line to give away and the plates move over, against, or apart from each other. The center point of this disturbance is called the focus. From the focus, waves of energy travels towards the earth's surface, shaking the earth from within. The point on the surface directly above the focus is called the epicenter. From the epicenter, the energy waves travels in different directions on the Earth's surface, causing vigorous movement on the surface of the Earth known as earthquake. A powerful earthquake can destroy an entire city within a second. The strength, direction, and duration of an earthquake are measured using a seismograph. Let's see the precautions taken during an earthquake. During an earthquake, try to move on open spaces. Move out of the building through the emergency exit. Use staircase. Never use lifts. If you are indoors, move away from the objects that may fall or break. Take shelter under a strong piece of furniture, preferably a table or a desk, and stay there till the earthquake stops. Move far away from the window, as the glass may shatter and hurt you. If you are in bed, remain there and protect your head with the pillow. If you are outdoors, kneel onto the ground, assuring that you are away from the buildings, lamppost, trees, and electric transformer. Are you understanding, children? If you are in a car, drive the car slowly to a safer place and stay in the car till the earthquakes have stopped. Let's study the hazardous effect of earthquake. Now in this video, we will learn about the hazardous effect of earthquake. Children, what is an earthquake? An earthquake is the sudden shaking of the earth's surface. It is one of the worst natural hazards, and unfortunately, it is a frequent occurrence all over the world. The vast majority of earthquakes are too much to be felt. However, the severe ones can be disastrous, causing great damage to life and property. Let's study the disastrous effect of the earthquake. One of the most disastrous effects of earthquake is loss of life and properties. One such example brings to mind from the recent year is the Gujarat earthquake on 26th January 2001. Earthquakes can also cause floods, which makes the situation worse. When the ground shakes, it sometimes causes displacement on the surface. It displaces big rocks, which may block the flow of the river. The collected river water floods the low-lying surrounding areas. Look here, children. When the earthquake occurs in seas and ocean, they displace large amount of water and generates very high waves. And these waves are called as the tsunami waves. These waves are up to 30 meters high and travel at a very high speed. One such example is an 2004 tsunami which originated in the Indian Oceans. This was among the worst natural disaster which killed about over 2,30,000 people from 14 countries. Let us see what are earthquake resistant buildings. If a building is enough to resist the earthquake, then such buildings is called earthquake resistant structure. Such design is called earthquake resistant designs. To construct tall buildings, Indian Standard Institute has made some code of conduct. Advanced technology is used for earthquake resistant construction. To get prior intimations about the earthquake, modern equipments like Geiger counter, creep meter, tide gauge, tilt meter, etc. are used. Let us summarize what we have learned. What is a disaster? Any occurrence that causes damage, ecological disruption, loss of human lives, deterioration of health and health services on a scale sufficient to warrant an extraordinary response from outside the affected community or area is called as a disaster. What is an earthquake? Sudden vibrations on the earth and shaking of the earth's surface or ground is called as an earthquake. What are its causes? Now, the tectonic plates produce stress on the crust. These stress add energy to the rock and form faults. This increased stress makes the fall slip or break and releases the stored energy. Then seismic waves are formed. Seismograph or seismometer is an instrument used to detect and record the earthquake. And the Richter scale is used to measure the magnitude, that is the meaning the strength of an earthquake. Richter scale is used to measure the magnitude of an earthquake. What are the effects of an earthquake? Earthquake causes damage to buildings, bridges, dams. Earthquake in many cases can cause great loss of life. Earthquake can also cause floods and landslides. Landslides triggered by earthquake often causes more destruction than the earthquake themselves. If the earthquake happens to be beneath the ocean floor, they can lead to a tsunami. So these are the some effects of an earthquake. Now let's see the notes for today's topic. Firstly, as we write the new words, followed by the glossary. That means the meaning of the words. Question number 1 we have choose the correct option and fill in the blanks. Question number 2 is name the following. Followed by question number 3, define the following terms. Define disaster, earthquake, seismograph. Question number 4 is give scientific reason to the given statements. Then question number 5 we have answer the following questions in detail. Questions are given, you need to answer the following questions in detail. Like, is there any relation between dams and earthquake? Explain, etc. We need to prepare a chart showing the do's and don'ts at the time of an earthquake. What we need to do and we don't have to do during an earthquake. With this, we have finished our today's session. I hope you have enjoyed and learned about the earthquake what we have studied today. Till then, take care children. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.